This is the kind of story you might expect to see in a supermarket tabloid, but tonight President George Bush is angrily denying reports that he and a female aide spent a night together back in 1984. The liaison reportedly happened in Geneva and was arranged by a former U.S. ambassador who is now dead.
I'm going to take any sleazy questions like that from CNN. I am very disappointed that you would ask such a question of me, and I will not respond to it. I haven't responded in the past, and I think it's, I'm outraged, but nevertheless, in this kind of screwy climate we're in, well, I expect it, but I don't like it, and I'm not going to respond, other than to say it's a lie.
A Bush campaign official is chalking it all up to dirty politics tonight. He accused Democrat Bill Clinton's campaign of planting that story.
But Bill Clinton's people say they didn't have anything to do with the rumor. Meanwhile, their candidate is on the campaign trail in Miami tonight, talking to the Southern Legislative Council. But next week, on the night President George Bush accepts the Republican nomination in Houston, Clinton will stump for support here in Detroit. The Democratic presidential candidate is scheduled to attend a $500 per person fundraiser at the Westin Hotel. Later that same night, there are tentative plans for Clinton to also attend a $25,000 per paid private dinner. If everything goes according to plan, both Clinton and Bush will meet in Michigan on the same day next month. Michigan State University is the likely site for the first televised debate between the two. Organizers have tentatively slated September 22nd for the presidential debate.
And Ross Perot, after dropping out of the presidential race, back in the spotlight tonight, this time insisting that the U.S. government abandon U.S. servicemen after the Vietnam War. Perot testified before a special Senate committee today and recalled a conversation he had with a former communist in Laos.
He boasted about holding prisoners. He boasted about holding large numbers of prisoners. I asked him if he would give me a list of the prisoners. And interestingly enough, he said, because it would mean so much to the families to know if the men were alive. And interestingly enough, he said, I see no reason why not. Come back tomorrow. I came back the next day. He said, I've checked with my superiors, and the answer is no.
Perot says his information is based on reports that the Reagan administration was offered prisoners in return for $4 billion in 1981.